Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another stream. Apologies that I haven't been as active on stream as of late. I've been very busy with things going on, and things are starting to turn really well for my life, and they're looking like they're going in a really good direction. And this past couple of days have been some of the best days of my life. Probably happiest I've ever been in a long time. And this person makes me super happy. She's probably one of the best things that's ever happened to me in a while. Hang on a sec. But yeah, this beautiful, beautiful woman has made me one of the luckiest guys I could ever be. I owe her everything right now to my outlook, how my outlook in life is right now.
Let's go.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment. Hello. How can I help you? Juna.
Long time no see. Sorry for all of us storming the place.
And you're the one who was at the exhibition.
Right. Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister. Adopted sister, that is. Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden until Brylehaven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts Father's efforts to shame, eh?
Oh, social climbing. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that's why you're here.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
Where did you get this?
I know it's asking a lot, but could you share anything you know? Without asking too many questions?
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget. Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell. Popularly known as a curse.
I suppose that stands to reason.
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown. As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on.
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full. As His Royal Guard, 'tis my duty to punish the treasonous snake responsible.
Then surely the man who penned this was Luis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Louise. You're a holy woman, so I couldn't ask your forgiveness. But if you could at least understand.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me.
Marilla.
Ah, but I'm a bit relieved. I heard
Also,
rumors
America,
Louise
you're
has
cooked.
swept you off
You're
your
seriously
feet.
cooked.
You've been hanging
What
on
the
your
fuck's wrong with
nonsense.
you guys? Seriously.
Worried for you so, Juna. I see
Get
now
your
I
heads
need
out of
to
your
give it a
asses.
second thought.
Everyone
Of
thinks
course.
that everyone sees
I
you
am
guys as a
Joanna
joke right
Cygnus,
now.
and
It's,
my life is...
Yes,
not a good
your
joke.
life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else. I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
No. Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh, you didn't have to put it like that.
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effects are enduring. As long as the magic source continues to exist, the effect shall never fade. The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting, this one is designed to perpetually draw on the magic of the caster.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide. Sounds just like him.
But I'm afraid even if His Highness still lived, I don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this. This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone.
What?
Then I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing? You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
of course.
Of course. I'll do what I can.
Thank you. She can be reckless sometimes. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna is welcome here, so stop by any time you like.
The curse is impossible to break?
Right now. That's the big...
Did I miss
No.
a funeral? I've never seen you lot so gloomy.
What do we do now?
The only way left is to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll. And now, we are no further than when we started.
Plenty of assassins have come for Luis, but the king's magic works every time. They all died frozen in agony.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and
And it's
magic arts.
probably
This might be
also has an archetype. One of the reasons why he was maybe have been able to
The royal magic's not an absolute
bypass
shield. It
the
cost
king's
Griselda's
magic
life.
first
We
and
just
kill
have to
him.
maintain the trust we've earned from Luis.
Which will also explain why he has
We'll
the
get our
book.
chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
Then we'll have to do just that.
I'm pooped from all this brainstorming. I could use a break in the gauntlet runner.
At least for today, I'll ask her to stay in the runner away from the prying eyes.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people.
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva. And I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
Right this way, milady.
Well, no point getting reckless now. Let's think about this some more tomorrow. By the way, what have you been doing all this time, Eurus?
Thinking, mostly. Been having a good old ponder ever since I saw Luis's Skyrunner in the air. Always been my dream to fly on wings, you see. Not with any of this magic levitatory. But then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any valid point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly, though. And got myself all crunched up in the process. I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence when they told me I was to be demoted.
I didn't know.
I didn't know.
Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, eh? Incorporating it into the gauntlet runner. But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. Afraid of failure. You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. Here I sit moping, eh? The way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies. It'll take time, no doubt, but I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts. And when I fly, I'll do it my way.
Good for you, Nearest. You can change or add members to your party from the party options. Note, reserve members gain less experience at the end of battle than active participants, and you can never remove.
So,
What now?
Oh, she needs archetypes badly. Faker.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
I'll always aim higher.
I see.
You the mage as well.
Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
I knew I could do it.
And get you the
I
healer.
see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course. Oh,
I'll always aim higher.
Should she have another one? I haven't unlocked it yet.
I knew I could do it. I'll always aim higher. I knew I could do it. I'll always aim higher. I knew I could do it.
Sure.
Good night. Oh, good. You're still awake. What's the matter?
Got something on your mind?
Something on your mind?
No, not in particular. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night. He won't find out about our mission. You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am, and you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it? The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war. Oh, how inspiring. It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts. No matter their status or tribe. We Nydia, we're all liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless. Just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form. It's all just a fancy disguise, really. A gilded mask for the world to admire. Or not. No, do forgive me. That was all lies, lies, lies. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea to reveal yourself entirely, but you should always have the freedom to. If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs. No matter what happens.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, prepare to hear the race's next challenge. Let's find out where our fierce competitors are bound. To recap, the 20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. All others will be disqualified. I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed winner, bane of sea monsters and savior of the people, our very own Sanctifex Forden! And the traitor Luis in second place, not actually being in the race, but in third.
You got for that pretty quick.
Warrior monk captain, Master Kiddo!
but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normalcy.
Ha! Normalcy. Funny how it's only the rich who miss how things used to be. But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man. Yes, we're all keeping our ears out for a response from Luis's faction. But we do have one standout who's seen a stunning jump in popularity since the exhibition. The lad responsible for exposing the sins of the Sanctoress Joanna. Valiant human slayer. Yes, it's the young Elder.
Right! Wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like that, he's in the top 20.
Oi, crier man. Where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty over a tiny human head.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladell or something. No sign of him, probably saw the writing on the wall and dropped out.
So it really was all talk then? A disgrace to the Rusum, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star by the name of Katharina. Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes the throne.
And what's wrong with that? If they're sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Verga Island.
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race. And that's the bell! Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne! First of all, congratulations to the 20 who have won their places on the King's Rock. You are now officially the winners of the first round. Let's give them a hand!
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
I haven't seen Juna this morning either.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their next challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is recovering and offering a divine relic!
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything. You'll not want to forget this, so we've arranged for you to hear it from an unforgettable voice. To tell us more, please welcome to the stage our guide, our songstress, the lovely Lady Juna!
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes! Your next destination is Altaberry Heights, the capital of the Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject Sanctism. They care nothing for salvation. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of Sanctism, Altaberry Heights in Montario. Please deliver them to their rightful place in God's hands. May all our aspiring heroes be blessed with good fortune and the favor of God. I pray for your success.
Yeah, she really knows how to turn it on, doesn't she? Especially how she's just lying through her fucking teeth.
For a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Focus, Iceland, focus.
By the deadline of the second round, Altabury will begin the festivities for the Autumnal Ontario Saints' Day. This two-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden, will be personally sealing the collection of the pagan relics. To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on my mark, let the second round of the tournament for the throne begin!
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder. They would steal our very culture.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What do you mean?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altabury. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
Oh, my shoulder hurts. I don't care if it's the Crown Theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning of.
Still managed to put on a hell of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
Looks like our first job's come in.
These men have me running all over. We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladell incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival? Good on ya!
Thanks. Though I don't know if it's worth celebrating. Seems to me it's to keep Lord Luis in check. Putting me on stage the whole time might keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we try anything, they'll use it as an excuse to blacklist you. Just the kind of shite you'd expect from those Sanctist stooges.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with the god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it by force. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What are you planning to do?
What are you planning to do?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. For now, you need only follow my orders. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodios.
Dracodios. The Draco implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saints' Day, and bring it to me.
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them, should we fail.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, It's their first formal assignment in your service, after all. I can be your eyes and ears.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy lance?
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me. Prove you think as well as you fight. May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
The only thing we know for sure is that it's called Dracodios. I guess we've got no choice but to go somewhere else and try and gather more information. Let's go.
What now?
Damn, I haven't unlocked it yet.
Well met, eh? Wonderful.
Now, where was I?
Would you look at this?
Things and you have another new ally. And this time, quite the unexpected character that your allies awakening has revealed a new archetype called the Masked Dancer that holds the power of both unique and interesting. I've prepared a new special experiment that enhances the potential for myself. To decide more, I have a lecture prepared for you. If you like to listen, by all means.
Welcome. What would you care to know? This right here. All right? Please. What would you care to know?
That's the persona sign.
Oh. You'll come again.
Wonderful.
Oi. Hey. Hey.
You're... No.
Oh, fine. Beg pardon?
You are.
Then...
I think there's one at the dock over here.
What am I gonna do? Grand, isn't it?
Dear me.
Well met, eh?
Dear me.
mean you're playing at?
For me, I stood off the tower and asked patients relaxing there.
Let's see.
Dear me.
Right, innit? Proper races.
Aha.
Aha.
I'm just...
Hey,
I beg your pardon, but you have business with me.
Hey, listen. Huh?
Yeah, help me, tell me. I have a question.
okay, so
Hey, listen.
I'm just incredulous.
Wonderful.
hey,
You see,
Seek your answers from the chief, not me. He's set to return to the island via ship at any moment now. He'll be wearing a mask and now carrying a staff, both passed down for generations.
Wonderful.
Oi! Oi! Right then. Hello,
Oh my. Yeah?
Oi! You! Hey, you! Simply amazing.
You're not serious.
Well met, eh? Welcome!
young man. We'll talk later.
You're not serious.
Young maid! Young maid!
Now what am I to do? Well met, eh?
Here he is.
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him. And damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
I want to ask you something.
Excuse me? Can I ask you something?
What? Never seen a pagan before?
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Dracodios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure. The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Verga Island, then? 'Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where Sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish Sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was. I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
We'd never take it by force.
We don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way. Take my word. It's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
Well, sounds like Dracodios is on Verga Island somewhere.
Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Verga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's ballywell conquer this inland sea ourselves. Ha ha ha! Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Tell. You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladel mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
Of course he did.
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his runner all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. I'm all about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island schmilland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right! Mirus, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather, we're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Not unlike a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
But still, you see, it's fun.
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladell incident.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials, make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
Well met. Now what am I to do? How did I stop up here?
Hang on. Isn't that... Look at that! Besides...
Ooh, 10,000.
Yep.
Now what am I to do? For that? Aha. You're not serious.
Hey! What are you pining for?
Now then.
Good.
What now?
Just gonna go to the toilet. Let's see if I can put anything on Tuna.
Wonderful.
Young man! Young man! Hey, mister!
Well met, eh?
ready to depart?
I'm good.
Verga Island is this spot right here.
3 days.
Oh.
Regions codes are a right pain, Magil. We must go around and cross them at least, the less they carry us off course. But by my reckoning, it will take us 4 days and 3 nights to give or take. 3 nights at sea, huh? I sure can handle it. With Judah and the other and her 2 thorns in her side, tensions may be high. Well, nothing to do but move forward. Jolly good. Rest assured, I'll get us through his ways to Verga Island gently as can be.
Tis actually moving. A fine effort.
Was it ever in doubt? You're the master of the helm, my dear.
Verga Island, eh? Well, I can say it's wholly foreign to me.
'Tis a land within an archipelago where many Mustari live. I've heard their faith involves a special maiden of some kind.
How have they managed to avoid the church's influence? I doubt they've the manpower or arms to fend off the crown theocracy.
There's something there that could overturn history, as the Sanctists tell it. Something so damning they couldn't even afford their soldiers seeing it. So the rumors say, at least. Might just be a conspiracy theory.
Ooh,
As for this
I'm
dragon
intrigued.
god's lance, we shall need to negotiate.
If negotiations are even on the table.
Ugh, why all the fuss? Just kill them and take it.
Nothing else works, yeah? Keep it simple.
It's always kill, kill, kill with you two.
Hey, Lord Luis's orders. Don't need to tell you, do I?
Yet you'd impugn Count Luis's reputation with wanton massacre. Simple, was it?
Ugh, give it a rest. Are we there yet?
Hard to talk strategy with those two hanging around.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your ears on this! The elder boy candidate seems to have crossed the channel to the island! On a gauntlet runner too!
Is he alright? They say the waters are clear amongst us now, but...
If he made it, that means my husband can go out fishing again, doesn't it?
I have to say, I expected at least one daredevil to try ploughing straight through the inner sea, but I never thought it'd be that boy.
That's the same lad who exposed that lady from Martira, isn't it? He's not bad.
The Verga Island's infamous people. Treacherous! Even the Crown Theocracy struggled with them for years. So how will this shake out? The festivities have just begun.
The Gauntlet Runner takes to the water in its new form, setting out to the wide open sea. Their destination, Verga Island, an enigmatic foreign land that not even the long arm of Sanctism can reach. Not all present now would count themselves as allies. Will this prove difficult, or something else entirely?
Hira speaking.
Alright, I see. Hardware sometimes use fishing gear on deck, which you can use fish. Any fish you catch can be used for ingredients.
Oh.
I don't have that. I don't have the nectar.
Okay, so... Got a second?
Yeah. Pride and persuasion.
What's that? Hmm? Okay.
Now then.
Eloquence. Why, that's...
As the sun dips below the horizon and the stars begin to reflect off the water's surface, the Gauntlet Runner reaches the shore. Lurking below the surface, in the black and fathomless deep, are the eager eyes of predatory hunters. But the party, safe inside their Gauntlet Runner, relaxes from the burdens of their voyage, gazing out over calm waters.
What's that? All right.
Look at that.
Amazing.
All right.
Huh.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, the mugginess is my worst enemy. I know exactly what you mean. The salty air makes it so much worse. Hey, Hulkman, what do you do with your heresy?
Yes.
I find that sweat built up by swinging a weapon quickly relieves one of concern over such trifling matters. Speaking of, would you care to spar, Julia? I don't think so. I'm quite the wrong person for that. In fact, I tell you what, if I find anyone to help comb out these knots, I'll see if I can find you a sparring partner.
Oh. Well then. All right.
Curse love ballot. I already cooked those. Top secret poetry do not read. Read the book.
All right.
Come look at this.
During a story event, you get a towering seawall
The gauntlet
drawing.
runner halts at a sandy hollow that suddenly arises from the sea. The towering seawall. It is not an island or a reef, but a mass of sand expanding below sea level. There is no sign of a water flow. There are many places in Oceania where the laws of nature fail, but here it is especially evident. The surface drops as though it were gouged out. Still, best not to be distracted by the spectacular. Monsters roam the deep, and tales of people being dragged below are not uncommon.
Incredible!
Wow, the sea's been split too, and we're standing on the seafloor. This is what Magla anomalies are capable of. It's the same principle that maintains the water sphere in Briarhaven, but by Jove, this is on a whole. Hey, what's up, Diggs? Welcome to the stream. Are you sure about all this? This water ain't about to come down on us, is it? You can't swim? Do you know how to swim, Basilio? Listen, mate, you'd best keep your nose out of places where it doesn't belong. Look, there's fish swimming in the water. I've never seen such shiny fish. Hogberg, what are you doing?
Enough.
You're not thinking of spearfishing through the seawall, are you? I was merely considering how I will secure today's allotment of rations. Shoot those weird-looking fish without a second thought. I suspect that weird luminescence is a defense mechanism they gather together in depths of shine to ward off predators. So weakness that they are, they travel together into group. Much this thing barbs at every opportunity is exhausting. Besides, it's only natural for those low on the food chain to seek advantages that compensate them for weaknesses. Hey, what's up, Diggs? Welcome back to the stream. Huckleberry, my girl. Be sure to catch some extra. I need a few specimens to set.
That is well.
As you wish, I should catch enough that we should all dine well. I'd rather you didn't. Those supplies we received in town were more than meet our needs. Besides, the sky looks ominous as storm is likely approaches.
I see.
I see. If that is the consensus, then let's head back. I feel not the least bit of regret, I assure you.
Let's go.
He's got a point. This seawall might even collapse in the rain, and I'd rather not stay to find out.
All right.
Here.
As the water sparkling in the setting sun begins to lose the light shimmer, the gauntlet runner reaches the calm surface of the reef. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
What terrible rain. Twill be a storm soon enough. Can this vessel withstand it?
Let's do it better than me, at least. Suppose we do owe Forden, if only because he handled that sea monster. Closure, etc.
How you been going, Diggs? By the way.
Back in a mo. I'll go sneak a look outside.
Those fool brothers are still abed, even in this tempest. Bloody Parapus. Almost makes one envy them.
Right, I heard. You aren't too fond of the Parapus. They both had horrible upbringings, those two. But they really do have kind hearts behind the glares. They've risked their lives for mine countless times. One time, I asked what I could do to repay them, and they came over all red-faced. We'd like to hear you sing, Lady Juna. Your voice is awful pretty, Lady Juna.
Is this a joke to you? You think an outcast Ujeef is in no position to speak ill of the Paripus?
What? No, I didn't mean...
Bloody hell, how does anyone sleep on this old bucket? You feel that shaking earlier? Huh? Could cut the air in here with
What
a
were you
knife.
two on about?
What were you two on about?
Just sharing life stories.
Everyone's life stories, I suppose.
Indeed. Talking about how I dislike the Paripus.
You and the rest of the world. Or do you think you're special?
We don't have to keep dancing around it, do we, Del? Why can't we be straight with them? Just come out with it, yeah? Tell him you still ain't sure that stuff with Glottel was on the level.
If even we're suspicious, there's no way Lord Luis hasn't worked it out already. Not that it matters to me, anyway. Still, I had to make sure, see for myself whether Lady Juna is on our side or not.
Come on, you two.
Uh-oh.
Something's out there! Look outside! It's a monster! A great frightening beast! Everyone to the deck! Quick!
What's happening?
Our prep. Oh, God.
Where's the deck here?
What is that thing?
The hell are you doing? This supposed to be you helping those in need, or Del?
Now! Hurry!
You alright, Del? You realize this changes nothing. We're still...
That's a human.
Human?
Don't charge straight at it. We've got the arms. We'll clear him out of the way.
Got it. If we don't kill the thing, we're all sunk.
Don't get used to it.
Yeah! Come on over there!
Now's our chance!
We'll slice up some more of the bastard's legs, stick to the body, and take out what limbs you can. I don't know about you, but I'm not dying today. Let's get this over with.
If this keeps up, the runner's wrecked!
Switch to party mode stream battle. Press LB to access the order view. The set the party switching members consumes one turn icon.
Oh, power of kings! Face me! Damn!
I will fight with her. Still up?
This'll be over. I'll show you. Raging fire!
Great! That should make things a little easier.
Ooh.
If we can take out
Join with me.
That'll mean less attacks to deal with, right?
Get him!
Burst forth!
Hulkenberg got them right in their
Let
weak
us
spot.
clean up this mess. I'll use what I must. I must be sure. Sniper! Fall! I dare say we've made our point.
Heisman's a real ace.
It's okay. I'm all prepared.
Give it all you've got!
Here.
My thanks.
I've got. Behold this power! No need, no one here fights alone.
Let my power support you.
Going for the weak spot.
Great job, Juna. Now they're weak to something new. Nice dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion.
Oh, power of heroes!
Oh, bolts of lightning!
Hulkenberg got them right.
Reel and run. On me, we go together. Sniper. Sia! We've destroyed it. Now to the rest.
I will fight with. Lend me your strength. I won't hold back. Ah!
I'll give. Watch me. Let's not. I'll show you.
I don't think Forden actually killed the real beast of that.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
I'll strive for greater heights.
I admit, it feels...
I shall strive to use this.
Excellent.
Marvelous. I feel stronger already.
We overcame it somehow.
I can't believe this. There are still monsters out here. Forden lied. He lied to everybody.
Either he lied, or he didn't know. Maybe the humans are spreading faster than anyone expected.
Oh, first time we've seen you lot really cut loose. That sure was magic, even with no igniters. Guess that's the kind of power that kills humans. And you can do it too, Lady Juna.
Well, I picked it up from him. You know I've a knack for improvising, love. But we'd never have gotten through this without you two helping us. Thank you.
Of course, my lady.
You too, Fidelio.
Don't mention it. Wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Wait, something's amiss. I still hear water flowing, but it's coming from inside the runner.
Blast! We're dipping awfully low. Getting a bit soggy in here, chums.
Hold on, we're sinking. You've got to be kidding.
Bail the water. You two, help us.
What? You can't just order us. Oh, this bloody rust bucket.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So we fight, but after banging all that water out towards scene, and we'll pull back as a casualty of the incident.
You're right. Come on.
Oh, cheers for the follow, Alison Fiona 24. Hey, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
This is...
That's good to hear. Let's talk.
Dan?
Got nothing to say to you. Dale says I'm I'm to keep my trap shut around you unless I got something worth talking about. I try to. Last couple of days I haven't been able to stream at all because I've been super busy. So it's real work with some weird shit. I mean, why the hell is it so small? It keeps shaking and creaking like it's about to fall apart. With a bigger craft, you could just ram into the CB's head on it.
Maybe.
I mean, be fair. Are we even going to make it to Virgo? Probably fine.
Got it.
It'll be fine, probably. From Australia. Lord Luis's runner is nothing like this one. Even when it's flying, it's smooth as you like. And I can flop down on the beds and sprawl out easy, not so much on this ship. Heard stories from some sailors. These seas are connected to hell, they say. It's like superstitious talk to me, but there was that monster yesterday in that wave. See those white crest waves out in the distance? Bet that means the ocean currents got swelled up and stored warm out there. Yeah, nice to meet you too. Yeah, sure, go ahead and offer it. I should have done more swimming practice. Dale warned me, and he's always right about this sort of thing. You really trust him?
Yeah.
Oh, Dad's the boss here. You keep your mouth shut about me being scared of the ocean, got it?
Yeah.
It's ain't a bribe to shut you up or anything, but here, take it if you like. It's a Paracus charm. People say it's a good thing to have when you everyone from my hometown could tell you. Yeah, sure, I'll keep that in mind. They'll give it to me when I was younger. I was smaller than that one day. I can still remember how happy I was to get it. Crap, I ran my mouth. Aren't we making camp soon? Hey. Not one word of this to Dale. Not about the charm and not about me. You step a line and I'm going straight to Lord Luis.
As the clear surface gives way to the glassy ink of darkness, the Gauntlet Runner reaches a remote island. The party gets a good night's rest.
I'll keep it in the back of my mind. I will. I'll keep it back in my mind.
At its wings.
What to pick?
What does that Paracus charm do? +5 to all stats. I'm gonna go feed my dog. I'll be back in a sec. You want dinner? Come on, let's go get your dinner.
Now then.
Well, courage got it to +4.
Courage. Why, that's...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Luis has sent an emissary to Verga Island.
As reported by a crier. It's the elder boy who brought Joanna to the judging.
So he stands with Luis then. No doubt he seeks Dracodias.
A gambit to steal the public's gaze, perhaps. Taking a prize from the only land beyond the church's reach. Laughable. The reason we leave those barbarians alone is that we've nothing to gain from them. Your Eminence?
Merely a passing thought.
Let him chase the lands. It changes nothing. With the dawn of Saints' Day, your Eminence's authority will be unshakable as the mountains.
As long as we tell the public that these divine relics truly originated in Sanctism, yes, that should do. The candidates gathered at the Saints' Day Festival will be under the protection of the King's magic. Some of them may use that as a shield to sow violence and discord.
I am aware, Your Eminence. Please, leave everything to your humble servant.
So this game's basically got 2 bad guys in it. And so, our long sojourn at sea will come to an end today. We should arrive around noontime, but we must make preparations for it. Seems like the weather will be hot and humid. I like to hope we could just pop in and grab the lance and pop right back out. I'd be lying if I said that if I didn't wish the same, but we best be prepared for a long stay. The island's infancy is secure and closed off. Our welcome will not be a warm one. Maybe I should take a nice cold shower before we arrive. We don't even know if there will be real inns there for us to stay in.
Narrowly escaping the threat of the sea monster, the party rides the currents of the Indian Sea to their destination, Verga Island. Verga is a word given to the island by the mainland, meaning uncivilized. But its inhabitants give this name no purchase. Put another way, we are trespassers from a country that has unilaterally regarded the islanders as heretics. To forget this is to invite pointless conflict, as though it knows it is unwelcome. The Gauntlet Runner glides silently onto the island's less populated rear shore.
I can't take this heat. It's enough to cook a man alive.
All my air fur is stuck together.
Do we really have to go this way? There was a beautiful beach just over there.
Chin up now, milady. Easy to get a good backstab when you're coming up behind him, see?
There will be no stabbing, back or otherwise. Honestly.
It's at least true that coming at them head-on would only alarm them. First, we need to find out where this lance is.
You can bet the runner won't be spotted here, eh? Got the wide ocean on all sides.
The old girl's not exactly unscathed from the beastie's clutches, so I'll stay back for a spot of repairs. Good luck on the lance hunt, what?
Who's there? Are you from the outside?
What's wrong?
I thought I heard a voice.
Voice? Whose?
All that salt air gets your head. Our chances out here already aren't looking too good.
So, how do we find this lance?
Ideally, we blend in with the locals, gather information. But if they really are all Mustari, that might be a bit tricky. Let's see. To start with, we could try staying hidden and observing the village from afar.
Sounds like a right hustle. How many days would you have us playing hide and seek?
Fair point. How long can we actually stay on this island?
Well, given the deadline for arriving in Altbury, it would be best to get the lance and leave by September the 5th.
The sooner we're out of here, the better. Let's go.
Hey, does this place look familiar to you?
We may be a bit lost.
You're kidding! We can't afford to get lost on some godforsaken island! This is a disaster! Oh, I'm sweating through my outfit! And these weird bugs. I've had enough!
What I give for a snack and a cold tub to dunk me head in.
Need you voice every little complaint? You are not the only ones enduring this trek.
Quiet a moment. Running water nearby. Sounds like an open space. Could be a natural spring of some kind.
What? Really? Let's head that way.
Phew. I suppose we might as well if we're lost.
Whoa! It's drinkable. Much clearer than the capital's water, too.
Oh, brilliant. I could use a dip to get the salt off me.
Who are you? Can you hear me? Then surely you must be a messenger of the dragon god.
Is something amiss?
I'm imagining things.
Huh?
Could it be a villager?
You must be the...
Priestess!
Hey, Del, let's go.
Mainlanders! You're not of this island!
Wait, listen!
Seize them!
Behave yourselves. Now, you're a candidate for the throne, are you not? Here to steal Dracodios, no doubt. And not content with that, you befouled the priestess's cleansing pool. We need hear nothing further. You shall all be executed.
Fastest trial I've had.
Fastest trial I've had.
First off, you can't kill a candidate. Have you not heard of the king's magic?
You beg for your life in vain, wretch.
Hail, I'm told the priestess is ready.
Accept your fate. You're not getting out either way.
What do we do now?
It seems the brothers have fled. Perhaps they've gone to report to Neros.
I doubt it. Those thugs are here for the lance alone. They care nothing for us.
We can work with that. Can't return without the lance anyway. But I'd rather see if we can break ourselves out, instead of counting on them to save us.
By the way, anyone else find it strange that they recognized a candidate at a glance? I wasn't expecting news to travel this far.
Probably my fault, I'm afraid. They had a lot of questions, and they weren't, gentle.
He got caught as well.
Well, fancy meeting
Atlus,
you.
my boy. You got that
You're
crier?
that Sanctus crier.
I was hoping the word of the Crown Theocracy might be worth something here. Turns out, they prefer chains to questions.
But why are you here?
Why else? I heard some helpless, boneheaded twit of a candidate crossed the waters of Virga Island, so I naturally had to follow. I'd thought stowing away on that Mastari candidate ship might get me safely on the island, and, well...
And now who's the helpless twit? This is ridiculous! Why would a crier go to such lengths anyway?
Seemed as good an opportunity as any. I wanted a peek behind the Sanctus curtain, see what the truth really is. For now, we may as well be patient. You'll have your opening soon enough. The people here, well, you'll find they aren't as monolithic as they'd like.
Have you heard? The Sanctus Church ordered its guards to seize all divine relics.
Those zealots go too far. Surely this must be the reason for the dragon god's wrath.
Don't be alarmed, everyone. Please remain calm. Master Adeni, there are trespassers upon our island, from ships other than the trade vessels. But we have already captured them. Reportedly, one is a candidate, and one is a crier from the Sanctus Church. They seek Dracodios, the lance of the Dragon God. Until now, the Church has hesitated to intrude in our homeland. We can only assume they are making their move.
I knew it. They think they're untouchable. No offense is beneath them.
That damned Forden. He's not just after our relics. He would silence us forever.
Master Adeni, put them to death! Let us see justice served!
Wait! Our captives have done nothing to hurt any of the islanders.
Why do you hesitate? If they would pervert our dearest beliefs, then they deserve only to be sacrificed. Our livestock are all maddened by disease, our seas are infested with grotesque horrors, and now even our fields lie dead and fallow. The Dragon God must be appeased, else we shall never survive his wrath. It has been our way since time immemorial. When disaster strikes, we offer a sacrifice to the Dragon God that he might ease our woes. It is the most basic of our teachings.
Everyone calm down. All this talk of justice, of sacrifice.
Master Adeni, would you see us repeat the tragedy of the past? With all respect, you abandoned your chase for the throne. You returned to your rightful home. Surely you have accepted that our traditions are the only way. Because of your indecision. Because you faltered in your faith to the Dragon God. Your father and mother both.
I will have silence.
Master Adeni, please. The sacrifice. We cannot simply suffer in silence.
My brother, do not fear. I have just purified myself for the spring. I'm ready to serve as our people's sacrifice.
Yufa.
I am a priestess. I have known from birth that my life's greatest impact would be as an offering to the Dragon God. Indeed, it brings me great pride. I can serve my village in a way the priestesses in times of peace could not. If our island might be saved, I will gladly give my life for it.
Oh, bless you, Priestess Yufa. We will not forget your sacrifice.
This will surely appease the Dragon God. You are our last hope. Priestess Yufa, our salvation, our future.
Prepare the ship. I will accompany her to the altar in the Dragon Temple, where Dracodios rests.
You catch that? The Dragon Temple? Sounds like that's where we'll find our lads.
I did a bit of reading on Verga Island once. Army reports say it's surrounded by an archipelago, otherwise uninhabited. And one of them islands is nothing but a massive temple.
Not another soul on them? Strange lot, these pagans. Gotta be bloody stupid to build your big important temple out where nobody can get to it.
Could be. Or maybe they weren't the ones who built it. Either way, we'll need a ship.
Sounds like we better hurry and bail our new crewmates out. All this stink in the square probably means less guards on duty.
Ugh.
Come on, Del, we can't leave him high and dry. The fair lady Juna likes him, don't she?
And the fair lady's the only one we have to rescue.
Awful cold, Del.
Not getting attached now, are you? You knew going in they might be our traitors. Look, you want to work together, then let me do the thinking, right? I've got all this under control. Oh.
Hey, Del, you're not still hurting from the sea battle, are you?
I'm fine. We'll wait till nightfall. Shadowy business, all this. Lady Juna. Let's get those bindings off. Easy does it now. Calm down, you amateurs.
Oh, thanks. I'd hoped you'd come back for us.
We know where the lance is. Let's move.
Wait, aren't you going to untie the others?
We're your bodyguards, not theirs.
What? Since when do you follow orders to the letter?
I've already told you we can't trust these people, and now it's clear we can't even trust them to protect you.
He did a fine enough job saving your life out at sea.
Del!
He's one of us now. Lord Luis gave him direct personal orders, and you'd still leave him to die. I promised Lord Luis I'd keep an eye on him too. If you get him killed, I'm the one who's failed.
Hear, hear. 3 appropriately stealthy cheers for cooperation. And I'd be very much obliged if some generous spirit could get me untied too.
Ugh, better to let a church leech rot. You're annoying, and you talk too much.
Haha, I get that a lot. Funny thing though, I get more chatty the more distress I'm in, and I'm quite beside myself here.
We could just shut him up permanently.
No, Del. We don't want to leave a mess. If things get dicey, we've got some meat shields at the least, eh? Gonna need all the manpower we can get if we want that lance.
Is the lance somewhere dangerous?
Well, about that. Turns out this dragon god might be a bit more real than we thought, and more bent out of shape.
They're sacrificing some village lass to it, and the crowd was scared stiff besides. We can't rule out that this dragon's more than a folktale.
So we're to face a dragon? Well, that's just lovely. Untie everyone this instant. Or do you fancy better chances with fewer swords?
Oh, fine, I get it. Just give me a second. Oi, kid. Don't make me regret this.
You won't. We make such a great team.
Nice to be back on the team.
You're completely mental, you know that? Just don't drag us down. Fine, just get over here and I'll let you loose. Oh, you're going last.
Ah, Betlin's cool.
Considering the size of the island, there's only the one settlement. The chief's young, too, goes by Edeni or something.
Edeni? Was he not the Mastari candidate we met before? I'd no idea he was this island's ruler.
He and the sacrificial maiden are headed for the temple on one of the deserted islands. That's where we find the lance. Oh, and the girl marked for death is his sister.
His own sister?
Something about appeasing the dragon god's anger. All these islanders worship it, and they say the calamities come from its fury.
Is that true?
Course not. Just don't know whether all this superstition is rooted around an actual dragon or a made-up one.
Fair point. I'm curious about this Draco Dios being a divine relic myself. If it was found in that temple, then the temple's probably an ancient ruin. Might be the perfect den for a dragon.
Should this creature exist, mortal sacrifice is beyond all reason. No torment is worth taking an innocent life for.
Oh, that's rich from a fallen knight. You think nobody makes sacrifices out there in the real world? Or is all that below you, eh? You ask me, I say at least these people are doing what needs to be done.
Huh, fair enough. Though it would seem beyond the pale, it is not our scale of morality that measures them.
Yet I refuse to stand idly by while innocent lives are at stake.
Who cares about what they do with their lives? We're here for the lance. Got enough problems without you trying to fix theirs.
These people offer up their very lives for peace. They'd only ever told me these lands were wild and uncivilized, but it's like seeing sanctism reflected in a mirror.
We'll get the spear, of course, but we won't let anyone die. That should be good enough. We've been saying it since the beginning. We help anyone in need. No exceptions. Right?
We gonna...
Yeah, of course.
Also, we're gonna
That's
interfere in some
Indeed.
ritual.
The path we've chosen. Let us withdraw to the Sea Runner first. It shall bear us across the waters to this temple island.
Go on. Give them a chance.
Please, help my sister.
Wait, he's...
Please help my sister Yufa. The temple full of Makla.
Oh, Magla.
Pull yourself together, man. He's barely breathing.
Did he just say Magla? I wonder what happened.
We need to get him to the Gauntlet Runner. No, 'tis too deep a wound for its capabilities. To the village, then.
What, are you mad? You just broke yourselves out of that damned place.
We cannot leave him to die.
I don't understand you lot.
No, this could work out for us. He's the island's chief, right? If we save his life, the whole village might come around on us.
What are you talking about? We already know where the lance is. All we have to do now is take it.
And how about this? I'll follow him because I'm assigned to keep an eye on him. And you have to keep an eye on me because you're my bodyguards, right?
Fine. Be my guest. But if it comes down to you or the lance, you know I'll have to take the lance. Whatever happens, I can't trust anyone but my family. And my Lord Luis.
Well, Batlin, looks like you'll have to repay the favor a bit earlier than expected. Go tell Neurus what's going on. To be honest, it's possible we won't make it back.
Getting a bit messy, this. Not that I mind. Consider the favor returned. The Gauntlet Runner's just further down, right?
Right. We'll carry this man back to the village. Give me a hand.
Where am I?
Chief!
I'm still alive.
You're in one of my spare rooms at the inn.
You see, these people brought you here.
Wonders never cease. It's you. But you were being hunted. How did you manage to return safely?
2 of my companions acted as decoys to draw the soldiers away. That was all it took for us to sneak in.
Chief, what happened? Where is your sister?
We made it to the temple, but the air was thick with magla. Some of the island's beasts have turned feral.
You mean the melancholia set in?
They made short work of our guards. Yufa and I were separated. I was the only one who fled to the sea.
My word. Then we need to gather more troops. If we don't act, the ritual...
No. Our soldiers cannot stand against those horrors. We'll only be sending more to their deaths.
But...
Then we can do the honors. We've our own reasons to see the lance. And such monsters do not frighten us. But there's something I need to ask you first. Assuming we find your sister, what would you have us do with her? Are we ensuring you complete the sacrificial ritual? Or are we bringing her back?
Please, bring her home. When we left for the Temple Island, I'd intended to let Yufa escape. But when I saw no fear or hesitation in her eyes, I faltered. That's when I realized. It's not just the fate of the island that we've placed on her shoulders. She's been trying to bear all our fears and anxieties. Her life is in your hands. Even if her sacrifice would save us, I don't care. Please, save her from the curse we've placed on her.
Well said. Spoken like a true leader. Leave it to us. I pledge we will see her safely returned. You've no objections, I trust, Captain?
No objections.
Yes. Let's get her back.
Right. We're not in the business of abandoning people.
Right. We'll save your sister. In return, though, would you be willing to lend us Dracodios?
So be it.
What? That is the very symbol of our faith.
If they've the strength to overcome the Templar's trials, then they could have already taken the lance for themselves. Yet still they seek permission. I trust them. It seems like they really do believe in what they say.
But they're not like us. They're outsiders.
It doesn't matter what tribe they are. They are people just like us. If the race on the mainland taught me anything, it's that.
Wait, it'll take more than a day to save her, right? Not to be morbid, but will your sister survive that long?
She knows those halls better than I do. If she's found a safe enough chamber, she can stay out of sight. And I made sure to bring food to the temple when we left. She could survive for even 4 weeks. Yufa is a priestess. She knows her life is too valuable to the ritual not to keep going. Your offenses will be pardoned. Anything you need, I'll try to provide. So please, save Yufa.
Well, glad we talked our way out of being thrown back in a cell. This place is rather cozy, especially compared to a prison.
To be free of the bugs is its own comfort.
Wait, weren't you staying in Broilhaven? What kind of rundown hovels do you board in?
Finally, we may come and go as we please. Even if we must bow to Luis's whim, we need not draw the same ire.
I know, right? But lifting the prince's curse will only be the beginning. The public has to recognize him as the rightful king too.
Considering the road ahead, it might do to help as many people as we can while we hunt the Lance. And ideally, keep the other candidates in check too.
All done with negotiations, are you?
I don't know what we'd do without you. It's amazing how you can lead those guards on such a long chase and turn up none the worse for wear.
No one alive can catch a couple of platypus lads in the woods.
Our job's to get the Lance. I assume that hasn't changed? Then nothing else matters.
Well then, let's lay out our situation. Our destination is the Dragon Temple, built on a nearby deserted island. Once there, we search the temple for the divine relic, Draco Dios. And while we're in there, we'll also be looking for the village priestess, Yufa.
The hell we will. I thought we made it clear we were here for the Lance.
According to Edeni, the Lance's actual place in the temple is a close-guarded secret, known only to the priestess herself.
Never simple, is it?
We've got two problems to worry about. Firstly, by now, the temple's positively awash with melancholia. We should expect monsters, and lots of them. And secondly, there is a possibility that this dragon god of theirs is an actual living, and therefore angry, dragon.
Hope we don't have a battle like that ahead of us. But we'd better make sure we don't lose if we do.
And be quick about it, yeah? If you miss your deadline, Lord Luis will assume you're all traitors.
That puts our deadline in 17 days. Beyond that, we can't say if the priestess would survive.
Your pardon? You all, you're going to save Priestess Yufa?
Wouldn't have to if you hadn't sent her to die.
Yes, I know. You're exactly right. But you have to understand, not everyone here wanted sacrifice. To see a girl her age going willingly to die. She's as young as my own child. It's not right. So please.
We will see the girl safely home. You have our word.
It's a strange irony. We came only for the Lance, but even that pursuit has earned us a chance to save a life.
Hardly familiar. You sought me intent on capture, and instead convinced me to join you. You have a knack for opening doors others have closed.
Well, let's get some rest for tomorrow. Getting lost in the wild and captured by soldiers really takes it out of you.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We gotta prep.
Thanks.
What's it now?
What do you want to do?
Well, isn't it?
Leave me alone, will ya? What'll it be?
Now then.
Hey, mister! Oh, it's you!
Wait, am I supposed to talk to this person?
Hey, mister! We are witness to the wrath of the gods.
It was all in vain.
I beg your pardon.
What have we got here?
That's a lot.
Just can't stand it.
All right then.
It was all in vain.
Yes?
Okay. Yada, got all that, did all that.
I won't be forgiving that. Really now?
Such a sky surely shows.
Huh?
Welcome.
Such a sky surely shows.
We're all ready for departure.
So this is the Dragon Temple. It's not too far from Verga Island.
Now then.
Let's...
You would pursue peril.
Let's go.
So we bring the fight to them.
Stale black bread.
That...
Hail!
All right. All right.
Navigating the archipelago's currents north of Verga Island, the Dragon Temple comes into view. It is dedicated to the dragon god, Et. The wind carries the unsettling cries of beasts over the water, ensuring that even reaching the temple will be a trial. The gauntlet runner pulls into the shores of the isolated island, amidst surges of sinister magla.
We're here. Maybe the tide was with us this time, but that was a much quicker trip than I thought.
What's up, Del? You seasick?
No. And keep your eyes on them, not me. Don't want them pinching the lance and doing a runner.
You really worry too much, mate. Once you've got doubts in your head, you don't know how to let them go.
That's the Dragon Temple.
Just as I thought. I've seen this exact view in historical art. It's as ancient as ruins come. Perhaps the reason the Sanctus Church doesn't want anyone near the island is that they want whatever's inside to stay buried.
I'd avoid it too if I could. The place looks totally overrun with magla. We're definitely gonna find some monsters in there.
This melancholia aura is most ominous. What is this magic? And from whence is it born? We only ever see it when faced with grave burdens.
Might not be unrelated. We know magic is possible without an igniter. In other words, magla can be controlled by the mind alone.
You venture that it springs from mortal minds?
Hey, you lot about finished? Let's get on with it.
He's right. Let's hurry on. We're off. Oh.
We need some money.
Coin can solve problems a blade cannot.
Look at the entrance. What's going on here?
It's some kind of giant tree, right? But it almost feels like it's radiating pure magla.
We shall force our way through if we must.
The woods turns aside all steel. It's no normal tree. The Melancholia's influence, maybe.
That's the best you've got, old man. Too sloppy by half. I'll show you how it's done.
Del, what's wrong?
Nothing, I'm sound. Just dizzy, that's all.
Hey, Del! Whoa! You're burning up! Why?
Allow me.
It was really good to see him before I see.
Your foot is badly injured. It is infected and inflamed. What possessed you to hide this?
I said I'm fine. Stop wasting time.
A wound-borne fever can turn fatal. We should turn back.
She's right, Del. We've got to get that looked at.
Basilio? Are you gonna listen to me or not?
Oh, please. You don't get to die like an idiot. From an infected foot of all things. Learn to rely on your allies. That's what a real warrior does.
Sorry, Del. I can't afford to listen to you this time.
You damned fool.
We need to get back to the village. Every second counts. Teleporting might be our best bet.
Right. We'll be seen, but we don't really have a choice right now. We can't get into the temple like this anyway. Let's ask around back at the village to find out if there's a way in.
Basilio, carry him to the bunk inside the gauntlet runner. Also, once we get moving, don't leave the room or look outside. We're charging home full throttle, understood?
What? Right, got it.
Hey.
Brandon, how's Dale doing? You can help. It's a good thing he came back immediately. One night more out of this and he'd be lost. But rest easy, boy. I've treated him with both magic and material cures. A good, hardy, powerless constitution should be all he needs to be fight the fever. Okay, that's good. However, you have to stay on bed rest even once the fever's down. If he pushes him too far, he'll never walk on that leg again. I'll listen to her if I were you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. And actually, there's one more thing we could use your wisdom on.
I see.
A giant tree in the temple? I didn't see it when I was in the area. If it's grown that much in such a short time, it might be a magma exposure. The temple's positively leaking the stuff. I believe I understand if you aim to destroy this tree, a concoction known as to the ancients as the potion of the blight may be the wise choice. Truth be told, there's no record of ingredients needed to make it. All I know is that they are not found in this island. I've heard that something that induces thirst is needed. If you could bring me that, I'll try my hand at concocting the potion of blight.
Understood.
I'll track that down if we get into the temple.
Let's give it a shot.
Hey.
Wait, I see it's something. Let me see, Bass. Of course you should stay with him. You know you'd chase right after us otherwise. Hate to say it, but we're short on time as is. Think you lot might be have to handle all this temple shit alone. Seems our debts are piling up, eh? Don't worry about it.
Listen.
You don't need to worry about it. This is about, Dare would say something like, hey, they're gonna run off with the lance, waste them all. But me, I don't think you're like that so bad. I trust you. So hang around here, about here, and you sort of lance. And well, the priestess girl and all, if you like. Sounds like to me back on your sister after all you've done for me. For me own brother, now can I? Fidelia could stand to learn a lot from you if you ask me. Don't worry, you can leave it to us.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Nonetheless,
Don't get yourself, we still don't have it all great. So seems there's something about it that makes it tough to gather all of them here on the island.
True.
Let's focus.
Obtain Dracodios. Alright, I'm going to end the stream there tonight, guys. I'm going to make myself some dinner. But thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Alice and Fiona, for following. Thank you, Dix, for joining the stream. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for joining the stream and showing yourself. But yeah, be sure to check these VODs up on YouTube, on my Twitch, and on my YouTube. Be sure to follow my Twitch. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. But until next time, guys, I'm Carl Tander, and I'll catch you later.